Hey, everybody, welcome back to LAC Comedy, LA Connections YouTube channel, where we live stream improv comedy shows. This is our 11 a.m. Sunday cast, and let's meet our cast. I am the host and director, John, and we've got Bob.
Hello, everybody, and happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there.
We've got Scott.
Righteous.
Travis.
Well, I guess it's time to take the Halloween decorations down.
And Koji.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, great. Our first game is called Challenge. We're going to debate a subject, any subject, and just like any debate, might start with one subject but change immediately. And I will adjudicate this debate. And let's say the debate is going to be AI versus human brains. So human brains versus AI. So someone pick a side. This is Challenge. Take it away.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that the AI that we use to generate images and prompts in the world today will just never be as sophisticated or as considerable in its processing power as the good old-fashioned human brain. Do you understand just how many calculations you can undergo with this meaty mass of gray matter that's stuck up in your skull? Well, your brain is simply the most amazing computer that nature has ever conceived. It's the best organ you've got in your body.
Challenge.
Yeah, Scott.
Humans are frail.
That's right. They are frail. Tell us more, Scott.
Yeah, AI is better because humans are frail. They're fallible. They're gullible. They're they're not perfect enough. They have a lot of weaknesses. You're much better off with a robot or AI because human beings are just frail.
Challenge.
All right. OG first, then Bob.
Surely.
AI cannot replace the creativity that humans have.
Wow. Well said, Koji. Bob.
Challenge. I was going along the same lines, thinking the humans are frail. Indeed, that is true, and it's human beings that are programming the AI. So if humans are frail, AI will be frail.
Okay, another interesting point. These are both awesome. All right, let's have Koji continue. Koji, talk about creativity.
Well, us as improv actors know creativity as much as anyone, and my personal belief is AI cannot hold a candle. Moving on.
Challenge.
Travis.
Everybody knows that improv comedy is the least creative and most banal form of entertainment.
All right, yeah, Travis, continue. Talk about your stratosphere of different performance styles.
Oh yeah, I mean this improv stuff. It's just a load of crap. Who would sit down and spend time watching this? It's people just saying whatever off the cuff, whatever comes off the top of their calcified little brains. It's a load of nonsense, if you ask me. All the good humor in the world comes from scripted stuff, from good old-fashioned writing and directing.
Challenge.
Yes, Bob.
Everybody knows, if we look back at the history of performers like Robin Williams, constantly off script. The Carol Burnett Show, constantly off script. Things that come off the top of the head in a situation usually are hilarious because there is the spontaneity.
Keep going. Go ahead.
The spontaneity that comes out of the performer's mouth, mind at that point in time. And that usually is hysterical. And they can fold it right back into the script if they are very good at the art of improv.
Challenge.
Scott.
Spontaneity can get you in trouble.
Oh, tell us all.
Yeah, you can make a spontaneous decision to do something and it can get you in a lot of hot water. Like somebody cuts you off on the freeway and you decide to make something of it. You spontaneously decide to get out of your car and pull out a AK.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Travis.
I wouldn't have to cut you off if you wouldn't stop driving so slow in the left lane.
Oh, yeah. Travis, take us to the freeway.
Every day I'm behind this guy. Don't you realize that that inner lane is for fast driving? It's for the people who are pushing the speed limit a little. You creeping along like that just backs up the traffic. Of course, I'm going to have to get around you. You know what? I apologize.
Challenge.
Yeah, Bob.
So normally when that person cuts you off and you blow your horn, they give you that one finger suggestion that none of us can do to themselves. Having some spontaneity, catch them at the next light, roll down the window, and they glare at you. Just look at them and say, "Thank you very much for that suggestion. If I could actually do that, I'd be home smiling, not sitting here talking to you." And watch them just steam. You end up winning that argument because they just flip out.
All right, and that's challenge. I think you won that debate. Okay, now we've got Travis and Scott for new choice. So let's get Travis and Scott out here. All right. Now we're gonna do his improv scene. At any moment, I can say new choice, and they have to repeat what they just said, but change the end of their line. And your suggestion, guys, is gonna be you guys both work for the mafia. All right, this is new choice. You guys both work for the mafia.
Okay, Vinny. All right, this guy who works in this office, he's been causing some trouble for the boss. You know what we gotta do, don't you?
Oh man, I really don't want this contract. I can't take this contract.
Yeah. Look, Vinny, I know that these many years of working as a button man for the mafia have been very stressful for you, and also
New
they've
choice.
cost you. I know that these many years of working as a window cleaner who happens to do assassinations on the side.
New choice.
I know these many years of doing children's parties dressed up as mafia has really been difficult for you, and it's cost you the use of your voice. But without this, we don't got money to pay the rent. You understand?
Hey, I got a year to go till my window washing pension kicks in. Okay, I want to live to see my pension. I don't want to be behind bars.
New choice.
I don't want to be behind some elephant.
New choice.
I don't want to be behind some old lady.
Look, nobody wants to be behind that old lady at the grocery line who's always taking forever and using a bunch of coupons to buy a single piece of fruit. But that's beside the point. This person, you know, we gotta destroy him. We gotta wipe him out. You hear? We gotta kill him. That's what we're here for.
It's starting to get to me, man. All the hits. I'm starting to actually feel guilty.
New choice.
I'm actually starting to feel sympathetic.
New choice.
I'm actually starting to feel ticklish about all these hits.
I told you we're not doing any more tickling until we get this assassination done. What is with you, anyway? Look,
I once tickled somebody to death with a feather.
Well, you know, that was in your younger days. Nowadays,
New choice.
That was back in the Middle Ages when
New choice.
That was in the previous iteration of the universe where feathers were considered deadly. But nowadays we got more efficient ways of killing people, like this, the Glock kind of gun-looking thing.
New choice.
The Excalibur mug from Las Vegas.
New choice.
We kill people with lemon heads, these little chewy lemon flavored things. They're nasty. You can choke someone real good with one of these.
Yeah, I used poison sucking candies. That was another method I used. But that's kind of gone by the way of the dodo bird. Also.
New choice.
That's kind of gone the way of the road runner.
New choice.
That's kind of gone the way of the grizzly bear.
New choice.
That's kind of gone the way of the ancient Romans.
Yeah, the Romans, they had some pretty good mafia stuff going on. But just do make sure you get that diddly candy in your hand, or else I'm going to turn you into Reese's Pieces, all right? All right, now we're going to creep into this building here and sneak up to the office and eliminate the target. You got me?
All right, but this is my last hit.
New choice.
This is my last hurrah.
New choice.
This is my last operation.
New choice.
This is my last giraffe.
Yeah, well, fine. You never have to use another giraffe to transport yourself to the site of a murder.
Scene. All right, good job. That's new choice. All right, let's get Koji and Bob and Scott up here.
The twist we didn't get to was it was actually going to be a surprise party.
Oh, there you go. Now we're going to get some good advice, some bad advice, and the worst advice. So Bob's going to give our good advice first. Scott is going to give the bad advice, and then Koji is going to give the worst advice. Okay, here's the first question. Let's see. How do I pick a good gift for Mother's Day? Good advice.
Good advice is on Mother's Day, think about the colors your mother likes, the colors your mother likes for flowers and things of that nature.
Okay, that's good advice. Color coordinate with her likes. What's some bad advice for getting a gift for Mother's Day?
I would say go to the nearest five and dime store and don't waste your money on Mother's Day so much. Save it for something else.
All right, that's bad advice to save it for yourself. And what's the worst advice?
Well, first you start by buying the most expensive thing you can find, and then you give the bill to your mother.
Okay, that seems like a difficult choice to make. All right, now we're gonna rotate. So, Koji's good advice, Bob's bad, Scott's the worst. And here's your new question: how do I hang out with the dinosaurs? How do I get to hang out with the dinosaurs? Good advice.
Well, first, identify whether they're aggressive, or if they're not, you can straight away be friends with them. If not, it's a more complex procedure so that where you feed them, and it's a step-by-step process.
All right, that's good advice. Let's hear some bad advice.
Bad advice, if you're going to hang out with dinosaurs, tie a couple of sirloin steaks to your thighs and just start running circles around them.
Okay, and let's hear the worst advice.
Commit suicide. Dinosaurs are dead. That's the only way you're going to get with them.
Okay, harsh but true. Now, Scott, you're going to rotate over to good advice now. Koji's bad, and Bob's the worst. Great. Final question for good, bad, worst. Let's see. All right. How do I get the best bang for my buck at the grocery store? How do I get the best bang for my buck at the grocery store? Good advice.
Well, it's pretty simple. Like in the steak section, they have little red labels on the steaks that say manager special or sale. That's what you go for.
Okay, that's good advice. Go for the best sale. What's the bad advice?
Well, take it and run.
Rampant thievery. And the worst advice?
Worst advice, just go into the store, open the package up, and eat it right there.
Okay, especially when it's raw meat from the manager's special. Great. That is good, bad, worst. Let's get all of our performers on stage. Okay, now for everybody, we're going to play film audition. So I'm going to give you a movie title, and we're all going to audition for different characters that would be in that feature film. So here is the made-up movie title. The made-up movie title is The Pool Shark. The Pool Shark. Do with it what you will. The Pool Shark. All right, when you're ready, you can step forward and give us a monologue and tell us your name, your character you're auditioning for, and repeat the title, The Pool Shark.
Yeah, my name is Bob. I am from Waverly in Baltimore City, and I'm auditioning for the role of the pool shark. The role in the pool shark of the young pool player who comes in. Hey, man, my name is Johnny, and I am a 9-ball wizard. Put those little babies in a diamond, I can crack that 9-ball rack and sink it in one shot. However, if I don't, just playing the game, I have never lost at a game of 9-ball. I was taught by an old guy named Chick at a pool hall called the Royal Q, downtown Baltimore. I never saw Chick lose. In fact, Chick is the only man in the world I couldn't beat. And he told me, perfect way to hold the cue is get that thumb over it, hold that cue like you're caressing a woman's hand. You don't squeeze it tight. You just kind of hold it gently and you stroke that thing nice and smooth when you're going to hit that cue ball, and everything will just follow through. And that's like a rule for life. If you don't try to squeeze the essence out of life, and you just kind of stroke through it and play it cool and smooth, everything flows. And that's how the game of pool's got to go. And I've been doing this since I was like 12 years old. That was my first step inside the Q Club, and I've been going strong ever since then. And I'm hoping to work my way up to the tournament in Vegas that comes every year. 9-ball. I'm a wizard at 9-ball. Remember the song by The Who, The Pinball Wizard? They're going to remake it, and they're going to call me the 9-ball wizard. I'm telling you, put your money on me. You can't fail, man. You just can't fail. I always get the money ball. I get the 9-ball, and I get the 6 every single time. And racks or cushions, I can play cushions like nobody's business. I can play cushions. I can play that thing off a bank and sink it, side pocket, corner, wherever you want it, I will sink it. You want to play 3-rail? I'll play 3. I'll boom, 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 and bring that cue back to that ball and make that tap. And safes, I can play a safe with a cue into a ball that'll just pin you right up against the cushion, so you got no shot coming out. Scott coming in? Okay, I would keep on going with my 9-ball game. I could do 9-ball again, like I said, do it all day long. Started when I was a kid.
All right, my name is Scott, and I'm going to be auditioning for the role of the bartender at the pool hall. Yeah, you see that guy over there? He's a shark. I'd avoid him at all costs. You're just going to lose your money. That guy, on the other hand, he's more like a guppy. I'm sure you could take him to the cleaners. I would challenge him if I were you. And the other guy over there in the middle, he's kind of like a striped bass. I mean, he's pretty good. He's not great. He's not bad either. He's somewhere in between the guppy and the shark. That's my advice for what it's worth. Did you want that shaken or stirred? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Koji, and I'll be auditioning as Ryan, the innocent player who's just started. Are you sure that's the way we do it, sir? Oh, okay. Okay, so you want me to bet everything on that? Okay. Here's... Wait. 500... What? $50,000? I don't have that. I have 30,000. So shall I bet? You want me to bet? You want me to bet everything? Yeah, sure. I lost. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Travis, and I'm going to be auditioning for the part of the really confused guy in The Pool Shark. You know me. You know how I make my living. Man comes up, tells me there's shark in those waters, bad fish. Well, I tell him, I'll take care of it for you. 10,000 for me. Don't want no volunteers, no mates. I value my skin at 10,000 for this kind of job. You get the head, the fins, the tail, the whole goddamn thing. Regrettably, when I asked that bartender where the shark was at, he gave me a somewhat misleading answer. And I'm afraid that's why that fellow over there has a harpoon in his stomach. It's an innocent misunderstanding. I think anybody could have done it. I'm going to need a better lawyer. Ooh. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let's film audition. Hey, we're going to do repeat performance now. So let's get Travis and Bob out here. All right. Koji, you can be in this as well. All right. Yeah, we have room for one more if we could get a Koji or a Scott. All right, cool. All right, so let's have Koji, you're gonna enter this scene when I call enter. And we're gonna do a short scene. The suggestion is going to be a lottery ticket. Lottery ticket. And we're gonna remember all of our lines. It's gonna be a short scene, so we're all gonna try to remember our lines. Okay? Short scene lottery ticket. Koji starts off screen. I call enter. Let's go places. This is repeat performance.
All right. I'm hoping this will be the winning lottery ticket.
What makes you think you got the right numbers there, man? How'd you come up with the numbers?
I was given them by a homeless man on the street corner with a tinfoil hat.
A homeless guy on the street corner with a tinfoil hat gave you the numbers? Well, if he's so lucky, what is he doing on the streets?
Well, he said he had to stay away from the Illuminati. You always doubt me.
I'm not doubting you. I'm not doubting you at all. Is the number 13 on the ticket? I actually believe 13 is a really lucky number.
Enter.
Actually, it's all 13s.
Wow.
Here's the reading.
I told you. 13 is for the win. 13, 13, 13.
I've done it. I've won.
You won. How much did you win, man? How much did you win?
A whole $6.70.
All right, scene. That's the final line. $6.70. Now we're gonna see this whole scene again, but this time everyone's gonna be emotion. Everyone's gonna be really angry. So let's see the exact same scene. Everyone really angry. Places Koji. And angry, go for it.
I think I've got the winning lottery numbers this time.
Oh man, you know what? I gave up playing a lottery. If I had half the money back that I played on the daggone lottery, I'd be rich. Yeah, it's a fool's game. It's a biggest Ponzi scheme.
Numbers were given to me by a homeless man on the street corner wearing a tin-foil hat.
Yeah, right. Okay. And what makes you think that guy ain't trying to rip you off? Like I said, it's a Ponzi scheme for the state, man. That's all it is. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Hiding from the Illuminati. Why do you always doubt me?
I doubt the Illuminati, not only you. What makes you believe they exist?
Silence! The numbers the reading is on.
Don't tell me to shut up.
13, 13, 13.
What the hell
I
are
told
you
you.
talking about? 13, 13,
Freaking
13.
one! Freaking one!
Expand your vocabulary, dude. 13, 13.
I told you 13.
Can't you think of something else to say?
I got a whole $6.70.
And you're caught up
Say-
on 670. Sounds like Congress.
Okay, good. Let's do it again. This time we're gonna have a new emotion. This time everyone's gonna be very sad. Everyone's gonna be very sad.
So, I guess I might have the winning numbers this time. Oh God, I miss Max.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to Max. You know, if you hadn't spent that money on the lottery, you might have been able to take Max to the vet and save him.
Max's favorite homeless person was on the street, and he gave me the numbers. He liked that homeless person so much.
I know Max liked the homeless person, but you know, you just kept throwing dollars after dollars after dollars into the lottery thing, and in fact, the homeless guy. I don't know why you trusted him to begin with. You should have saved your money and tried to help Max. You should have tried to help Max.
He asked where Max was, and I said he was gone. And he gave me the numbers.
I miss Max. I miss Max so much. Oh, the homeless guy and the lottery. You got to stop, man. It's like a monkey on your back.
I predicted 13. It always comes right. 13, 13, 13.
Oh,
You know,
looks like I won.
anybody, how can you believe $13 on you spent $13 on a lottery ticket on the 13th day of the month? Why? Why did you do it? You 13, 13, that's a double whammy.
I'm
13.
good. I'll use some of it to buy some kibble to leave on his grave, and then I'll just have 670 total left.
Poor
Saying,
Mac.
all right, great. And let's do one more. We're going to be British. So we're going to be British on this last
Yeah.
one. British.
I
Yeah.
say, Nigel, I've just come back with another lottery ticket, and I believe this might be the real corker, if you take my meaning, yes.
Yes, quite, old chap. I understand. Again, the lottery ticket. How much did you invest in the lottery ticket this time?
Oh, it's quaint as houses, old boy. You see, the winning numbers came from a jolly old vagrant who was camped outside the Tesco.
Vagrant tapped outside the Tesco. You sure it wasn't the gentleman that stands on the box at Hyde Park Speaker's Corner every Saturday with the tinfoil on his head?
Rather sure, rather sure. You see, this is an entirely better category of homeless man. Probably one of those homeless lords, you know. In any case, it looks as though my winning numbers is all be 13.
Oh, excellent. 13. That's marvelous. Before the lottery's drawn and we look for those numbers, do you have time? Do you have $13 for a spot of tea?
Oh, I do apologize for the interruption. It seems the reading is about to proceed.
Oh dear.
Oh, the number is 13, 13, 13. Oh, chap, that's the number. There's nothing else.
I say, this is a bit of all right then. 13.
Jolly good show.
Yes, I'll have enough to fix my teeth and then still have 670 left over.
Scene. All right, great job. All right, let's get Koji and Scott up here. Koji and Scott are going to play a little game called ABC. So I'm going to give them a place and a letter in the alphabet, and they're going to have to go all the way around the alphabet with the first letter of each word in each line of dialogue, beginning with the next letter of the alphabet. So let's start them off with the letter P. Letter P. And your suggestion is going to be that you're at a mall. You're at a mall.
Pizza! Dad, I want pizza.
Quiet, son. You're going to wake up the fish.
Right. I get it. I'm sorry.
Stop screaming. You'll get your goddamn ice cream.
Tonight, or what? Tomorrow?
Unbelievable. I just said you were going to get your ice cream. I meant like now.
Vanilla. I want vanilla. You always buy chocolate.
Well, today you're going to get vanilla, okay, my son?
X-ray. I want an X-ray. X-rays look so cool.
You want an X-ray. First you want vanilla ice cream, and now for some reason you want an X-ray?
Zebra. Zebras sound another thing I want. Zebras. I want a zebra, Dad.
A zebra would be hard to find in this mall, my son.
Better. That's better. Yeah, that's better, Dad. Okay, fine. I want a zebra soft toy.
Can we start with the vanilla ice cream and then move on to the zebra?
Done. 100%.
Every once in a while you capitulate like a good boy.
For you 1,000 times over, Dad.
Got a good son. I keep trying to tell your mother that, but she won't listen.
Hats. There are hats in this mall.
I can get you a hat too.
Jolly good.
Kangaroos. I was just thinking of Australia when you use that British accent. I don't know.
Lands. That land's good. Shall we go to Australia, Dad?
Maybe in the fall. Not right now.
Not right now. What's wrong with it?
Oh, come on, son. Let's start with the vanilla ice cream, then move on to the zebra, and then we'll think about Australia. How's that?
Okay, sure.
Penny for your thoughts.
Hey, okay, we did it. Back to P. Good job. All right, that's ABC. Now everybody come out on stage. And we're all going to be interrogating Koji here. So Koji, we want to make it so that you can't hear us. So turn your speakers off and give us a thumbs up when you cannot hear us. Check, check. You can't hear us? Okay. All right. So Koji's committed a crime. The crime is going to be let's see. He stole someone's mail. He stole someone's mail, and he did it, let's see, a strange place. And that place was the North Pole. The North Pole, as one is wont to do. And then finally, he had an accomplice in this crime. And his accomplice was Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. So, stole someone's mail in the North Pole with Billie Eilish. So we want to do first the crime until he gets it right, then the location until he gets it right, then the accomplice. All right, let's bring him back in. Okay, Koji, you're going to get interrogated. Try and guess your crime first.
All right, punk. So, thought you'd get away with it, huh? Well, it may not have seemed like a big deal to you, but I'll have you know it happens to be a federal offense what you did.
Is it shoplifting?
Huh? Is it shoplifting? No, it ain't shoplifting. Huh?
Shoplifting ain't a federal offense, man. You're backing up 10 years minimum. You are backing up 10 years. That's how the statute reads, dude.
Kidnapping?
Hey, kidnapping. He's a funny one, this one. No, it ain't kidnapping. I suppose. Yeah, you take it away, Officer Scott.
Yeah, you could get sent away for a long time for something like this, believe it or not.
Murder?
You know, people have belief and trust in the system that you just violated, pal. Every day people depend upon the system, and you broke everybody's trust. That's why I said you're backing up time, big time.
Yeah, we'll send you away. We'll send you away.
Bribery?
Bribery. I suppose when you stole that thing, it might not have occurred to you that maybe somebody might have wanted to read it.
You know, I mean, why'd you just limit yourself to one? Why didn't you just go up and down the block stealing stuff?
Yeah, we'll express you to prison, man. We'll express you right to prison.
I mean, rain, hail, sleet, or snow? Is this what you do? You steal all the time?
When I was growing up, if somebody pulled something like that, we would have stamped on his head.
Did I steal the Constitution?
Suppose it was some poor guy's paycheck or something like that. You know?
Maybe somebody's little birthday card from a friend, huh?
I committed fraud.
Yeah, what kind of fraud?
Do you know what you did to kids that were waiting to get a gift from their uncle?
Yeah, homesick children in summer camp? My God, you could have denied somebody.
Yeah, and you better get used to it because, you know, like what comes out of the prisons and goes there, you're gonna be doing this yourself, dude.
This wasn't from Amazon or from UPS. This was from a real institution, baby.
And to make it worse,
I stole from an orphanage.
and to make it worse, it was stamped U.S. federal government, classified, not classified, certified.
Oh, was I? Identity theft.
We know you did the theft. We wanted you. You got to tell us what it was. You think you're playing games with us like we don't know. It comes every day when the guy drops it off, and you waited for him to drop it off.
Except for Sunday, of course.
Okay, conceded.
You know, I know we live in a day and age of texting and this and that, but some people like to do it the old-fashioned way.
Postal crime?
Yeah, what specifically did you do?
Yeah.
You sound like a lawyer or something.
Come on, Lightfinger Louie.
Spell it out, okay? How did you commit postal crime?
I bribed an officer.
You know, this guy continues to send us on a wild goose hunt. I mean, this guy is incredible.
Treason?
No. Yeah, we're still talking. We're still concentrated on what you did with the mail that somebody was hoping to get, Mr.
Identity theft.
You're just Lightfinger Louie. You lift whatever's there. You just lift it. You lift it and go.
What sets you off, huh? Is it the smell of a new envelope, or maybe nice ink?
Yeah, what'd you steal, Koji?
What about that homesick child in summer camp waiting for that letter from his mother?
I stole welfare funds.
Well, more generally, what'd you steal?
I stole mail theft.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah. This one's a tough nut to crack, boys, but we got there in the end. And you know what made it worse is that you dared to do it in one of the most happy and carefree places on this planet, according to what I've been hearing.
Yeah. You know how many
Disneyland?
Disneyland, he says. No, it wasn't.
You know how many pieces the old guy gets pieces of mail the old guy gets every year at his home? Every year. Kids all over the world send stuff to the old guy.
North Pole?
Well, he got there a lot faster this time, isn't that right? Yeah.
Had his dog sled team.
Stealing mail at the North Pole is an even bigger offense. But it's also what really made it shocking to us was that you had the use of that accomplice you had, that singing person.
Yeah, I mean, what's even worse, a co-host of Saturday Night Live, you had to go there and ruin someone's career that way?
Rihanna?
Rihanna, he says. No, it ain't Rihanna.
I mean, this is one of, you notice this is one of the hottest performers out there in the music industry today. Always in the news. Always in the news.
Yeah, doesn't he have the same first name as that famous gunslinger back in the day?
Justin Bieber?
No way.
Who was that gunslinger?
Yeah, you mean that something kid guy?
Yeah.
We're talking
Kid Rock.
Nah, not quite. No.
Old news, dude. Old news. We're talking about now.
We're talking about the hair dye lady. Yeah.
Pink?
No.
Yeah.
Decent guess, but no.
Yeah, who's that? Wasn't he that ballet dancer? That kid who wanted to be the ballet dancer or something?
Justin Timberlake?
That British kid who wanted to be they made that movie with that British kid who wanted to be the ballet dancer. What was
Tom Holland?
Yeah, he wanted to be a male ballet dancer. This kid. What the hell was? Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
she's
but who was that old cowboy? It was something the kid, right?
yeah. But every time she sings, she sends a message with her song. She's real, you know, she's trying to push the social conscience.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, put it together. What's your crime?
My crime is mail theft from stealing from the North Pole with Billie Eilish.
All right, you did it. Hey, everybody, we did it. That's our show. Everybody, go and take a bow. Hey, give it up. We got Bob.
Thank you all. Have a nice day.
We got Koji.
Like and subscribe.
We got Scott.
I'm getting kind of tired of looking at this turkey neck. Gobble, 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 gobble.
We got Travis.
He's been abducted.
You know, where I am, people actually don't even really take down their Halloween decorations. They just modify them to match the holiday. We got a lot of pink heart ghosts going around, stuff like that. Anyway, I'm trapped in the nether void. Sorry.
No problem. Well, we'll see you in the nether void in the future. And you guys can see this group perform again in 1 month and check out all their shows on LAC Comedy on YouTube and check out our live shows in Burbank, California at LA Connection. See you next time. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hasta la vista.
Gobble, 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 gobble.